Hi guys, I wasn't really intending to make this video, but I'm selling this Amstrad PC1640 soon on eBay, so I wanted to make a quick video just to add to that listing, and I thought you guys might be interested in seeing it. So it's not going to be a full in-depth video, it's just a quick look at this machine. Now this is, as I said, it's an Amstrad PC1640. This is the HD20 version, so it comes with a 5¼ inch floppy drive and the 20 megabyte hard drive. This particular one has the CGA monitor, so the model of this is PC1640, and that's a CGA color monitor. This machine came shipped with 3 monitors, so it could have come with the monochrome, the CGA, which is this one, color, or the PC1640, and that was the enhanced color display, the EGA display. This is a PC compatible machine. It's an 8086 CPU running at 8 megahertz. Comes with a whopping 640k of RAM, and as I said, the 20 megabyte hard drive. The other versions with the floppy only, you had to install the operating system on boot, of course, or not install it, you had to load the operating system from the floppy disks. But this one fortunately has the hard drive and the operating system is already installed on there. So this PC, as you can see, it's quite yellowed with age. These old cases, if they were exposed to sunlight from any period of time, they did become a bit yellow. You can see on the keyboard there, some keys are more yellowed than others, but it's in fairly good condition. There's no damage, no cracks, nothing like that, and the unit is fully working. Also comes with the original mouse. So let's switch this on and you can see it boot up. It has an address there from the previous owner, so I will blur that out on the video. This was a very popular machine back in the day. It was released in 1987, and Amstrad sold many thousands of these. Predecessor to this, a year earlier, had 512k of RAM, and this one, the 1640, that was released in 1987 with 640k of RAM. Doesn't seem like a lot more, but trust me, in the day, this was you could do a lot more with 640 than you could with 512. So this machine has, as I said, it's got that database on there. I'm going to sell that with all the software intact, so you can always wipe that or reinstall the operating system if you wish. This comes with Microsoft MS-DOS version 3.2. Another thing that came bundled with this machine was Gem Desktop, and I'll show you that. That is on this machine also. You type in Gem. If you had the floppy disk only version of this machine, then it came on 4 discs Gem, so you had to load each disk in manually, and different applications were available on different discs. You can see here the mouse is moving around, and we've got our disk drives, floppy drive and the hard disk, and this is an open folder here from the C drive. You can scroll through the files. You can see how primitive it is now, compared to Windows now, of course, but back in the day this was state of the art. This was very good to see on your PC after just having text. So yeah, that's Gem, and we can exit back to DOS. And there is a couple of things on here. It's a copy of AutoRoute. If you guys remember AutoRoute back in the day, that was essentially a route planner for journeys on the road. And you could put your starting position, your end position, not as sophisticated as postcodes or anything like that, but you could put a town or a street in there and it would calculate your journey. It would give you a list of directions which you could print out and take with you. That was obviously in the days before mobile phones and sat-navs. There we are, NextBase Limited AutoRoute 1987, 1988. And I'll just quickly put something in here. So let's put in Leeds. We won't go specific, we'll just do towns. Leeds to Skipton. So I shouldn't have much to do there. And calculate. And it'll go through and it'll find the routes. This is all obviously offline, no internet connection here. This is all working from what it had back in the day. So roads, etc., are going to be 1987 roads. I'm sure most of them will have changed by now. But interesting to see. I think it tries a few routes and then once it comes up with some duplicates it will stop. Or we can stop it manually. I'm going to stop it manually. There we are. So let's have a look. Let's have a look at the map. And that's as detailed map as you get. That flashing line on there, that is the route. So you see Skipton top left and Leeds on the bottom right. And then we should be able to get the list of routes up as well. List of directions, and there we are. It's giving you the start time and the roads to turn onto. So what you would do is you would print this out back in the day, take it in the car with you and follow that route. So that is AutoRoute. And there is also a game on here as well, which you might remember. Leisure Suit Larry and the Land of the Lounge Lizards. This was basically a game to direct Larry around this town, this virtual town, and the idea was he was looking for love. So read into that what you will. It was an adult game. There we are, in fact. So, warning, this is not appropriate for some children, and you had to enter your age. And the unique thing about this one is it asked you 5 questions based on your age. Now, obviously, this is 30 years on, so whatever we type in, it's going to be 30 years ago. But if we enter in an age, let's put 20, for example. Let's see what we get. It's different questions every time. To verify you're really 20, please answer the 5 simple questions. Edsel is a girl's name, a plane, a car, or a great investment. I actually don't know what that is, Edsel. Let's possibly a car. I'm going to go for car. correct. Good guess. Who is not a sportscaster? Jane Kennedy, Howard Cosell, Jayne Mansfield, Frank Gifford. I have no idea. I'm obviously too young or too old from the age that I put in, because I've never heard of any of those. Also, it's an American program, this, so these are going to be American sportscasters. I'm just going to go A as a guess. Oops, you blew that one. If you miss another one, you can't possibly be 20. Ralph Boyson invented the boysenberry, fins on 50s cars, bell-bottom jeans, the jukebox. I'm not doing well with these. I'm going to guess jukebox. You're a kid. Shame on you for trying to deceive a friendly game like this. Please play again when you're older. I am going to try that again. Let's go with a younger age. Let's do 18. See if it gets some easier questions. These might be easy questions already, but let's see. The most effective form of birth control is abstinence, the rhythm method, the pill, dating ugly people. Well, it's obviously abstinence. Let's see if we do any better with these. Captain Kangaroo's sidekick was Mr. Potato Head, Winnie the Pooh, no. Mr. Rogers, possibly. Mr. Green Jeans. I'm going to guess Mr. Green Jeans. I've not heard of Mr. Green Jeans. Correct. 2 out of 5. Who has not been a US Attorney General? John Mitchell, Sam Shepard, Ramsey Clark, Herbert Browner. My American history is not great. Let's go B, guess. Oh, correct. Excellent. 3 out of 5. It's not nice to fool Mother Hubbard, Mother Nature, the government, Mayor Daley. I don't think it's Mother Hubbard. Mother Nature, the government, Major Daley. I'm sure everyone's screaming the obvious answer here. I'm going to go D. Oh, wrong. Okay. There are about so many calories in a can of beer. 15, 150, 1500, 15,000. I think it's 150. So I'm going to go B. Correct. Good. Final question. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled... It is peppers, I know that one. C. This is this is quite enjoyable anyway. This is what you get before you start the game. There we are. We can start it now. I think we can switch this to colour. Graphics mode. Not that it's a very brilliant colour, but yeah, it's only EGA this. The CGA would have looked a lot better, and then of course there's VGA after that, which is even better again. These machines do have card slots, so you can put in a VGA card and use a VGA monitor. But this is CGA. 4 colours with CGA. And yeah, that's the game. So let's come out of this. So with these old machines, with a hard disk, the old hard drives didn't have an auto park function, so when you turn the machine off, the hard disk drive heads needed to be parked at the side, otherwise they were just sat on the disk. If you then moved the computer, there's a chance that this hard drive head would skip about on top of the disk inside and damage the disk. So you'd had to park them manually on these old machines, and that was just a small program called Park. So let's do that. And all PCs had those. This one is an Amstrad one itself, Amstrad Consumer Electronics, Park version 1. And if you had a Wise computer or an Atari computer, they'd all have their own Park programs. So with that now parked, you can turn it off and free to move that computer around. Yeah, that's this video. And it's just a quick look at this machine. Like I said, I made this primarily to attach to the auction listing that I'm going to do with it, but I thought you guys might be interested in having a little nostalgic look at this old PC. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.